Get out of there! You're ruining the shot! Boo! Leave! Folks, welcome back to another episode of Ascend the Mountain. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Steve, and we are two semi-normal guys having a conversation about God and life.
And people.
And everything else.
In front of a live studio audience. Let's hear it, guys.
Woo!
It's less than 10, though. But more than 2. But yeah, guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. We just love you. Just know that you are cared for. You are greatly loved. And we hope that this episode brings you a little lighthearted perspective.
We're here to bring joy.
Yeah. So.
Well, I am.
Well, he is. I don't know why I'm here. I'm the eye candy, and then you're the brains of the outfit.
You're the eye candy?
I mean, let's look at you, Steve. Come on. Anyway.
Just see us in 30 days what we're going to look like.
Right, terrifying. Because our wives are going to have to start cutting our hair, or we're going to have to cut our hair ourselves. That's going to be ridiculous.
I'm just going to shave my head and give myself a mohawk.
Dude, full-on Mad Max Road Warrior style. Football pads, mohawk, crazy like mascara on my face. It's going to be awesome. So, anyway.
Then I will be the eye candy.
That'll be April 1st that we do that episode. So with that, I just want to share kind of a story with you guys, and it has to do with ruining a photo, hogging the perfect moment of a photo. So about 2 years ago, my brother, my dad, and a buddy of mine, Brian, shout out to you, buddy, if you're listening. We went and spent a few days in Utah to go see Canyonlands and arches, and that beautiful huge arch that's on the Utah State license plate. It's an iconic thing. And so we decided we were going to go up near sunset so we could get some awesome shots with the sun coming down. There was like almost a full moon. It was going to be amazing. My brother had a really good telephoto lens. I'm doing video stuff for my other YouTube channel and things. So I mean, we got we're going to get some really good photos and get a really good moment up there. So we're heading up there, and as we're heading up there, I see this couple. And he's dressed up in like a nice suit and tie, and he's ready to go, and she's in a wedding dress. And we're like, well, that's kind of interesting. And it's like a hike. I mean, if you've ever done it, it's like 2-3 miles you got to go to get to the arch. And as we're heading there, we're seeing this couple, and they got a photographer with them. So we're like, wow, I guess they're doing wedding photos around. That's cool, whatever. So we get up there, and there's like a bowl around the arch, right? And so people can go down, you can climb underneath it, you can go all over the place. So people are doing that as like the sun's starting to set and things. And then about 30 minutes before sunset, everyone with their cameras starts lining up all around the bowl, like to get this amazing, iconic shot as the sun goes through the arch. And so, I mean, you got people from all over the world. They've got, $10,000, $20,000 cameras. I mean, they're going to get some amazing shots. They're probably doing it for magazines and their own, photo blogs and stuff like that. And so as everyone's getting ready to go, everyone clears out and gets away from the arch. So it's this nice, clear, presentation. And then the couple with their photographers start marching down underneath the arch. And so everybody starts, boo, get out of there, you're ruining the shot, boo, leave, get out. That's what's happening in this moment. Like 500 people are booing this couple because they're going to ruin the shot.
Did you boo?
I did. Oh, yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, get out of there. What? I mean, they're like 100 yards away, but it's like 500 people in a bowl. And it was very, very selfish that what this couple did. They could have done that beforehand. They took up, there's about a 5-minute window where the sun is going through that arch during the setting of the sun, and they probably took up 3 minutes of it with their photo shoot. And obviously no one, particularly if you're trying to make it on like what's called a magazine cover, a website, whatever, you can't have some rando couple in the middle of your shot, down there getting their weddings photos taken, and then they scurried off, and there were like 2 minutes left to try and get some good shots. So I mean, it was horrible, and I can just imagine people that flew in for like that day to get that shot. And so my story presents, even in this modern moment of time, to think about others and not be selfish.
Well,
I mean that's
so,
honestly it.
Obviously, we are still in the middle of the pandemic.
Yes, 2020.
And we can get our shirt still that says I survived.
Yes.
So far we are surviving pandemic. But I think about like the people that are hoarding stuff is making other people panic.
Yep.
And that is so frustrating. It's almost like, because we ran out of meat on the day grocery stores. Like I went on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Everything was full.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I found out that Thursday people are buying everything, and I looked in our freezer. We have no meat left. Like we kind of stock up. I was like, we got like 5 pieces of like frozen chicken. I was like, oh, this is not going to feed our family. So we went and we felt like we had to stock up.
Yeah.
But even with toilet paper and paper towels and like medicines and stuff, it's going, what is happening while other people are really suffering? That's why now stores are going to 6 to 7 are for the
rationing, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm sitting there going, if people would just be generous during the, not take up the photo, and let the other 500 people enjoy everything else, like seriously, if you're sitting there going, okay, a packet, roll of whatever, like roll of
totally
package of 36,
yeah,
that will last me.
A long
Or even
time,
buy 2.
months,
Why do you have to buy
3
8?
months, right.
And I'm getting frustrated in the fact that sometimes, oh, I wish I remember this. It's from Batman, The Dark Knight. Like when the Joker, he says some good lines for this moment.
For real.
You know, in the boat scenes and stuff, like who's going to take out who. And he talks about when you put pressure on the society, this is what will kind of come out. And I kind of feel like I almost get nervous for our society.
Yeah.
And even sometimes Christians.
Right.
But my wife, this is really good. My wife's part of a neighborhood page. Like if you run out of something, people in the neighborhood, like even this morning, my wife delivered some toilet paper to a family that needed some.
That's awesome.
And it's kind of like sitting there going, even in these moments, you got people with good hearts.
Right.
And it should be, Christians should really be stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
And I don't like when we're outdone
Right.
sometimes by
Right.
non-Christians.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, man. But it kind of, I think about it, like some people are just, we could call it stop hogging the toilet paper.
Yeah, for real. Well, and just to not be afraid. Like you can't be afraid. Your foundation has to be in God. It can't be in your toilet paper because that thing, once it gets wet, is going to be really soggy, and you're not going to be able to stand on it. So, like, where is your foundation? And I understand the anxiety. I mean, I went to the store and I got a little bit extra. I didn't go nuts. I didn't buy 500 boxes of graham crackers. I bought 4 instead of 2.
That's where they went.
Sorry,
I was looking
Steve.
for graham crackers.
So, but because of this, it wasn't because I was like, I'm good with like 2 boxes of graham cracker. But oh my gosh, they're like,
well,
what
imagine
are
in
people
Costco,
doing?
people started booing those that had like.
I know, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Boo!
So to be wise, but be generous and think of the people around you in your community, in your neighborhood. If you have extra supplies, like that's something my wife and I are going to look at this week and go, what do we have extra of, and how can we help our neighbors? Because we need to be a light, as you're saying, and a source of generosity and looking out for others, and not be so focused on me, myself, and I. If you see people
for that perfect photo,
right, and if you see people in line, this happened to me. I was in Target on Friday, and I was walking around getting a few items, like a gallon of milk and some stuff, and I hear a guy talking on the phone, and he's got his cart full of stuff, and he's calling, I'm assuming his wife, and he goes, "You will not believe this. I just left my wallet at home." So I overheard him do that, and he was kind of like spread out in the store.
That's where my heart thumps because I know God's going to speak to me.
I know. So guess what? Fun factoid: God goes, get that guy. So he left his cart. I think he was like trying to hide it so people obviously wouldn't like jack it. So he like put it over in like the clothing section of Target or something like that. And he's leaving the store. And I said, sir. I said, how much is your bill? Can I help you? Like, can I take care of that? Like, and help you out? And it's like, I got my own bills. I got my own stuff I got going on. But God has blessed me, and I want to be a blessing in return and not live in fear. And so he said, actually, dude, I'm totally good. My wife is pulling up right now with my wallet. I'm just going outside for just a second. And I said, okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to make sure, like, if you had to go home, I'd be happy to help you, like, so someone else doesn't take your cart, with all your stuff that you picked out because of the lack of whatever. And so I just think, and that's not like patting her on the back, but I was like, God, I need to be doing this regularly in this season and not living out of fear and looking to myself and how can I take care of myself, but to be generous and not hog the photo.
That's good.
There's 500. Yeah, there we go. So, some interaction from our live studio audience.
I pressed play and it came out. But that's good. I don't have anything to add.
Yeah. So, guys, we just challenge you that as you're out living your life. This is an amazing opportunity to be generous, to love people, help people, and don't hunker down and live in fear and hog all the photos and ruin everyone's life.
That's kind of, That's kind of jerky of them.
What's that
That
couple?
photo.
I know, right?
That's so terrible.
I know.
Now I'm thinking about it.
I'm like,
I would have
that's why
thrown a
booed it.
rock at their
I know.
head.
Dude, not cool.
In Jesus' name, I would
And they
have.
had like an hour beforehand to go down there and get photos. Ask people to clear out if they wanted to. It's weird.
Sounds like if you were a live studio audience, they kind of do that to me.
There you go. So, guys, we love you so much. We hope this has been encouraging. Leave comments below. We'd love to hear stories of how you've been able to be a blessing to people. That it will be an encouraging thing as well, and kind of like spark the ideas and go, oh man, I should do that. You know, if you're doing things for your community, for your friends and family, this is a good time to share that. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, we invite you to subscribe to the podcast and to the YouTube channel. Throwing out videos and content like this every week.
If you feel more people need to see our face,
Do it.
do it. Thank
Love
you.
you.
Peace.